1, 2, 3. Thank you. Me. It's my grad recital. I can't believe I am here, and it's the end of my tenure here at UNT. It seems unreal. So if you are tuning in live stream, as everyone is except for my dear teachers, you can find my program notes there, and you'll get a little bit more of an insight into my thought process for my program. But basically, I'm going to take you through a walk through my life until this point in time. The first tune was a quick little blues that I wrote a couple weeks ago when Rosanna, my teacher, told me I needed a good opener. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll write a blues. I'll be able to remember it that way if I write it myself. But sometimes it's good to have a little push and inspiration to write a piece. And the next tune that I'm going to perform was inspired by this photo. And I hope that those of you on the live stream can see this photo. It's me, the girl with the curls. And I wrote this a couple years ago when my mom posted this on Facebook on my birthday. And everyone was like, oh, she's so cute. She looks like Shirley Temple. But despite what it seems on the outside, I actually had a pretty rough childhood. And when I was about this age, when that photo was taken, a man took my innocence from me. And when I looked at this picture, I saw this little girl who is just a normal little girl with curls and a smile, but something very different was going on behind the eyes. And I sat down at the piano on that day, on my birthday, and all the words and all the notes just came out. So this is my tune, The Girl with the Curls. She was the girl with the curves. She would always smile, that sad little smile. No one knew what she hid inside. No one knew why she cried. She was the girl with the curves. She was the girl with the sad eyes. She would look at the world with a different gaze. No one knew what she saw outside. No one knew why she cried. She was the girl with sad eyes. She couldn't say what she was thinking. She wouldn't dare tell a soul. She couldn't say what she wanted was to run away and never be found by him again. She was the girl with the secret. She would keep it safe inside her little heart. No one knew what she hid inside. No one knew why she cried. She was the girl with the curves. So sometimes when you go through something traumatic, you have a coping mechanism. Luckily, for you and for me, it was music. And from a very young age, I started playing the piano, and I was obsessed. It was 2, 3 when I started begging my parents for a piano. And once I got it, I never let go. I'd wake up at 5 in the morning, and I'd be practicing, and that led to high school, band, jazz band, accompanying choirs, and then I started singing. And then I went to college for music. So out of something bad, something good came of it. And I have that to thank for my commitment to music. Songs were made to sing while we're young. Every day is spring while we're young. None can refuse. Time moves too fast, too dear to lose and too sweet to last. Though it may be just for today, share our love we must while we may. So blue the skies, oh sweet surprise, shines before our eyes while we're young. The songs were made to sing while we're young. Every day is spring while we're young. None can refuse. Time moves so fast, too dear to lose and too sweet to last. Though it may be just for today, share our love we must while we may. So blue the skies, all sweet surprise, shines before our eyes while we're young. young. Every day is spring while we're young. None can refuse. Time moves so fast. Too dear to lose and too sweet to last. Though it may be just for today. Share our love we must while we may. So blue the skies, oh sweet surprise, shines before our eyes, shines before our eyes, shines before our eyes while we're young. So I mentioned I went to college. Didn't have the best time. I wasn't ready for adulting and the bills and the homework and all that kind of stuff. And wouldn't you know it, I got pregnant. But Phoenix, my son, was just like the mythical bird that I named him after. He was truly a gift to my life, and together we rose from the ashes. And I dedicate this song to my dear son, Phoenix. Now, out of the night, new as the dawn, into the light, this child, innocent child, soft as a fawn, this child is born. One small heart, one pair of eyes, one work of art here in my arms. Here he lies, trusting and warm, blessed this moment. One pair of eyes, one work of art here in my arms. Here he lies, trusting and warm, blessed this Thank you. So a few years after Phoenix was born, I met my husband, and I finished my teaching degree. I started teaching high school. I was a choir and band teacher up in Canada, and a funny thing happened. We had an opportunity to move to China, so we did. And Phoenix, Ian and I, we took off and we moved to Shanghai, and that enabled us to travel the world. And I'm never, ever going to forget those moments I had. I think we're so lucky as a family to travel together and share those experiences. And this is the perfect song for that stage in my life. I took a trip on a train, and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane, and I thought about you. Two or three cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, the moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. At every stop that we made, I thought about you. But when I pulled down the shade, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? What did I do? I thought about. I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane, I thought about you. Two or three cars parked under the stars, a winding stream, the moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam, same old dream. At every stop that we made, oh, I thought about you. But when I pulled down the shade, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. And what did I do? I thought about you. I took a trip on a train and I thought about you. I passed a shadowy lane and I thought about you. 2 or 3 cars parked under the stars, a winding stream. The moon shining down on some little town, and with each beam same old dream at every stop that we made. And I thought about you. But when I pulled down the shade, I really felt blue. I peeked through the crack and looked at the track, the one going back to you. What did I do? Oh, what did I do? Yeah, what did I do? I thought about you. Thank you. So, as an adult, I think change is probably the hardest thing that we have to deal with. And at that point in my life, we were in China for 5 years. My son was about to graduate high school, crazy. And I just felt like it was the right time for me to make a bunch of huge changes. I got into my dream school, UNT, where I'm doing my master's right at this very minute. My son went to musical theater school, and it was time for my husband and I to have the talk that it was probably time for us to end our marriage. And it was obviously really hard, but every door that closes, another one opens. This song is a very touching speech, poetry, about that change in our life. And I can only understand this song now, when I'm almost 44 years old. And I'm so happy to sing this for you today. This one is inspired by the great Shirley Horn. Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everyone will change. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. The young become the old. Mysteries do unfold. That's the way of time. Everything must change. There are not many things in life you can be sure of. Except rain comes from the clouds, the sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. A winter turns to spring. A wounded heart will heal, 'cause that's the way of time. Nothing and no one goes unchanged. The young become the old, and mysteries do unfold. 'Cause that's the way of time. Everything must change. There are not many things in life you can be sure of. Said rain comes from the clouds, sun lights up the sky, and hummingbirds do fly. Rain comes from the clouds, and sun lights up the sky, and music makes me cry. Thank you. I'm going to show a little video, and hopefully the people at home can see it, because I was not going to do this live, certainly not. No, I'm on Zoom right now. Be quiet. Jeez. Hi. Oh, wow. I'm at the end of my recital, and I can imagine that this is like the wedding day, you know, like months in preparation, and then the day just goes by and you don't remember anything. And then after people tell you you're pretty. But I'm so glad that you joined me virtually, and I feel your support from afar. Thank you to all my friends and family who are watching today. It really means a lot to me. I just wish that you could be here in person. But as you've heard, there's no one in the audience, and it's just weird times, and I'm saying thank you through Zoom. I'm going to start my thank yous by saying thank you to Ian and my parents and my late grandmother. Without your support, I literally couldn't be here. I'm going to say literally a couple times, and Ryan, my brother, I'm sorry for this, but I actually do mean literally. It's not like the fake, you know, literally. So being a Canadian
in the States studying. I can't work. And so I had to have all the money ready to go to do this degree. And you have made it possible. So, once again, I literally couldn't be here without you. And I think of you almost every day and how grateful I am for you and this opportunity that you've given me. Thank you to my son, Phoenix, who you've heard about. My son is also in college. He's a musical theater major, and he was just so generous and supportive when I was like, hi, I'm gonna go back to school too. So I'm not gonna be in the same country as you. And he was like, yeah, mom, of course, do what you gotta do. You're gonna be great. And he watches my shows and he sends me encouraging notes. And he's a little bit of a jerk, but I he's so supportive and lovely, and I miss you so much. I haven't seen you in 2 years, but I think of you every day. Thank you to my golden ladies. My golden ladies have been so supportive. Gift, you were my first friend, and at your wonderful, beautiful recital last week, I cried the whole time because I was like, "Is this the last time I'm going to hear Gift sing?" It just it just dawned on me that we've been here together for 2 years and now it's over. But I literally couldn't be here without you because you know everything. You know all the dates. You're like, Toby, did you apply to graduate? I'm like, what do you mean? What? Where do you find out all this information? Why do you know all the dates? And like, how did you find that? So thank you so much for being the person who like always watches out for me and making sure that I have everything handed in. My other old lady, my golden girl, Whitney, it was so comforting to know that another old person was here. I thought I would be like, that mom and it's like, oh my God, Toby's here. She's so old. But no, Whitney was here too. So that's cool. Um, I'm so glad for your friendship. You just like Gift, have supported me and reminded me and helped me through so many trials, both personal and professional and scholastic, I guess. Um, I literally couldn't have made it here without you. Is that like four, Ryan? Like I think that's four literallys. Thank you to my handsome, wonderful, loving, sexy partner, Terrell. He's probably listening to this right now. Terrell, I love you and thank you. He's seen me at my absolute most stressed out and worried, and he's just picked me up and encouraged me, and I wouldn't be here. I literally wouldn't be here without you. My wonderful, amazing professors, Professor Jennifer Barnes and Rosanna Eckert, who I am so proud to have worked with. You have you have changed me as a person, as a vocalist, and my life is never going to be the same. I've had so many paradigm shifts working with you, and I, I look back at who I was as a musician and a teacher before, and maybe that's what a master's degree is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you reflect on yourself as a musician and as a person, and I I don't have a day where I regret leaving everything, leaving my life to come here and study with you at UNT. So I'm not crying. I'm not crying. I'm not, push it down. Push it down. So, thank you so much for being my mentors, and I look forward to a lifetime of conversations with you. And UNT as a whole, all of my jazz singers girls, oh my goodness, you are so young. Like you are my son's age, and you are so talented. I am blown away by your intelligence and musicality and talent every day. And I'm so thankful that I was able to sing with you and jazz singers and learn as a musician and as a teacher. And I thank you for all of the gifts that you've given me. Everyone else at UNT too, like Professor Parton, our jazz chair, you opened the door to being a TA and believing me and supporting me. My wonderful band, the real life Toby standing there right now. Don't forget to introduce them again, and we can have a real applause. But man, you guys have been so good and generous with your time. Um, I literally couldn't have been here without you. That's five rhyme. And I appreciate your musicianship and your talent. It's been amazing to perform this with you. So I think that's the end of my thank yous, and I guess that means that I'm going to sing my last song. This one was introduced to me by my mentor Phil Matson, who sadly passed away a couple years ago, but he was obsessed with Shirley Horn's recording of this piece, and I recorded it with Voices Iowa way back in 1996, and it stuck with me. I mean, I was so young at that time, 19, talking about, my life and everything that I've learned. I couldn't understand it back then. I feel like I have a little bit more perspective now. So here's to life. Thank you.
No complaints and no regrets. I still believe in chasing dreams and placing bets. And I have learned that all you give is all you get. So you give it all you've got. I've had my share, I've drank my fill, and even though I'm satisfied, I'm hungry still to see what's down the other road beyond the hill and do it all again. So here's to every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. It's funny how the time just flies, how life can go from warm hellos to sad goodbyes, leave you with the memories you've memorized to keep your winters warm. For there's no yes and yesterdays, and who knows what tomorrow brings or takes away. As long as I'm still in the game, I want to play for life, for laughs, for love. So here's to life, every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams. Here's to life. Here's to love. And here's to you. Here's to life. Here's to love. And here's to you. Thank you. That's Alex Frondelli on guitar, DeJuan Mills on drums, freshman Paul Briggs on bass, and August Knobbe on piano. And thank you to Amir, Alex, and everyone on the sound crew. Thank you to my teachers. Have a good afternoon.